Hi, welcome for our online training sessions. In our previous session, we have discussed what is document of records and what are the sequence of steps we are supposed to configure to set the document of records. In fact, we have seen couple of steps also, how to define the document categories and subcategories. Anyway, we'll just go ahead with that now. First, we'll see how to create a document category. So if you want to understand what is document category and subcategory, you need to go for the previous video, which I have already uploaded, a document of records. Okay. Now I'm just going ahead with the application here. Let's go to FSM environment, go to setup and maintenance. First, we want to go for define the document category. Go to setup. Now I would like to go for configure employee legal agreements. We will take one example, employee legal agreements. There will be a number of documents employee needs to submit at the time of joining into the organizations. It's not only the agreements or any other even educational certifications and any awards or any other legal agreements and their licenses information, identification details. This all comes under document of records, right? Electronic records. Now go for global search here. We can go for specify document type. First, we are going to define the document category. Search for the task here. First, we are going for document category, employee legal agreement. Otherwise, we'll take the category name as a legal agreement. Employees can have multiple legal agreements. First one is domestic legal agreement, employment. Second one is foreign legal agreement on site. Like that, we can have two subcategories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define first one document category as a employee legal agreement. Define documents. Once we go to the define documents, we can find here document type lookups. Here we use a lookup type called document category. Document category. So whenever we are working with document of records, first we will be discussing with the client what is the name of the category you would like to have that we are going to mention. So we will be having multiple document categories, right? One is for educational qualification, one is for identification details, one is for certifications, one is for awards, another one is for legal agreements. I'm going to mention here, this is employee legal agreement. Display sequence we can specify. I'm putting it as valid from 1951. Meaning is important because that's going to be displayed in the front end. Let me take as employee legal agreement. And in case if you would like to go for set only in a particular legislation, we can set this tag. We know that lookups and lookup will set that the value plus US means it will be activated only in US legislation. Minus US means except US legislation remaining all countries, the value will be populated, right? Now I'm just going ahead with this empty tag. It means this value is going to be populated in all the legislations. It's going to be populated in all the legislations here. Let's go for save and close here. Once the document category is completed, within that we will ask our client how many subcategories. Do you need any subcategory? This actually it's not mandatory document subcategory, but it's up to the requirement because we want to go for track the documents in detail. Okay, so client is telling that there are two legal agreements for us when employees are working with us. One is for domestic employee legal agreements, another one is foreign employment legal agreements. I'll go for the task here, extended lookup code. Manage extended lookup code here. Here we are going to choose the document category. Go down here. There are different lookup types like age, contact type. These all we have different options, but right now we require document category. Choose this. Choose document category. Here we have to choose the country. In case if we want to restrict for a particular country, we'll choose the name of the country here. Here I'm not going to select any country so that it will take this for all countries. Choose this employee legal agreements here. Extended code here and extended name here. So domestic employee, domestic. So I would like to have one more subcategory. So the lookup code is same. Employee legal agreements. That's our document category. This is on-site legal agreement. Same. So we have defined document subcategory. This document category and then document subcategory we have defined. The next one is actual document. How your document type should looks like the different options we are going to specify. Now we are going for the actual document type here. Now click done this button. Now let's go to the task here. Type here. There are some built-in document types. For example, I just wanted to have some built-in expenses document or absence documents. If required, we can choose existing document types, leave approval, leave extension, leave request, okay, non-medical reports, return to work. They can go for download that particular. For example, employee is going to come back, it's returning to work. This is an document format which is defined here. It is. So according to that, they can go for claim this absences. Here it is. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is now I'm going to create this document type here. Let's go for this is our main format. Earlier, what happened? We were having the document type can be specified only at person. Earlier, it was there. It's only at person level in old versions. But now in the latest version, the document type can be created at person level and assignment level. We know that every person must have at least one assignment, right? Primary assignment and multiple assignments. So we will be having at least one. So that's what system is asking. Whatever the document type you are going to create now, this is at person level or assignment level. Person level or assignment level. I'm going to assign it at person level so that you can go for specify for any employee here. I'm going to specify here. This is RTL employee domestic leave agreement. Status is active. Do you here we can find the category employee legal agreement. See, category is mandatory. This subcategory is not mandatory. Subcategory is basically if we have some hundreds of documents we are trying to prepare, then the organization wanted to track in detailed information about that particular document, then it will be used subcategory. Okay. So here I'm going to specify this is for domestic employee domestic agreement. Do you need approval for this? We have discussed in global HR module approval management engine, right? If required, we can go for enable, otherwise say no. Do you want to go for allow multiple occurrences? Multiple occurrences is nothing but employee can go for create this document and upload the document multiple times. Then we can say yes, it is allowed. So if it is no, employee can upload only one time. How about expiration notification period? So before 5 days or 1 month, we wanted to notify the employee that your document is pending. This is we might be receiving when we are working in any organization. Keep on will be getting notifications. Your documents are pending, previous employment or agreement or bank details or your expenditure details. Like this notifications, if we want to send, we can go for this particular document type, whatever we are going to create. Expiration date, if we want to set, we can specify. Expiration notification period, I would like to set this. Minimum attachments, I would like to have one. At least one attachment is required when employee is trying to upload a document type this. And in case if the report is there, they can specify the report path here. Publish means only whenever this document is published in a particular period, in a particular seasonal period, that time only employee can go for upload, not every time. But right now I'm going to say that I don't need publish, employee can go for upload anytime. Employee can go for upload this particular document anytime. And then we are going to specify description. If we want to write any description about the document, we can specify. This document is used for employee domestic. So this is also introduced in the latest version about the description and all. Then how about the document record preferences? Do you want to allow the employee should create this document? Do you want to give the, you want to stop it? You want to restrict creation of this document? No, I don't want to restrict. I want to give the permission to the employee to create a document type. I don't want to restrict. So that's why restrict create option as no. But once the document is created and updated, for example, employee has prepared the legal agreement and he has duly signed on the document and he has updated the document to the application. Once it is uploaded into the application, I don't want to allow the employee to go for update or delete. I don't want to give that permission. I want to restrict for update and delete. That's why I'm going to say yes, go for restriction of update as well as, of course, when we choose this update option, automatically it will go for restriction of the delete also. Okay. How about the attributes? Whenever employee try to upload the attribute, he can go for specify the document details. Okay. So what are the fields you wanted to populate at the time of uploading the document? I wanted to give this document name and number and from date and to date, country name. This details are mandatory. That's what my requirement. I'm going to make all these 5 fields are mandatory. These are relevant fields will be populated, but these are mandatory. 5 fields, I made it as mandatory. Okay. If you want to go for archive, nothing but store this value into the server, archiving based on the creation date. Archive means backup. Based on that, we can go for specify. But this is also new feature introduced by Oracle. And then additional information is nothing but a descriptive flux field. We talked about value sets and descriptive flux field. If at all we would like to go for populate any context, DFF context, this is also newly introduced. And then attachments. If we want to go for provide any attachments format, in case if the employee wants to go for download the document can be uploaded here. Okay, I said minimum attachment is 1 required, it's mandatory. Okay, save. Now the document has created successfully. Let's go for submit. So the document is defined at what level? Person level. Go for submit. And type category is employee legal agreements, right? That's why it was not getting now. Now this is the document type we have created under the category called employee legal agreement. This is now HR specialist is going to hire an employee, add the document type. So there are two ways. HR specialist go over, add the document of records to the employee, or employee also can upload the document of records once they log into the Fusion application. If employee does not have the access, then whatever the employee has given for example, employee is not working with Fusion, he does not have the access to the Fusion, then you will provide the document, then HR specialist is supposed to update. So what I'm trying to do is, let me hire an employee. It won't take much time, just 2 minutes. Let's go for hire an employee here. Let's go for hire an employee. So this is assignment level. That's what we have discussed, right? While creating document of records, it will be asking us, do you want to populate this DOR at person level or at assignment level? So I'm going to be defined at person level, right? Not at assignment level. If payroll is attached, then we required the salary basis and other. Otherwise, not required. Let me go ahead without that. Let's go for submit this. Now, once we complete the employee hiring process, let's search for an employee here. Let's go to person management. Search for EMP1. We got it here. Click on this. Our HR specialist is going to search for an employee, and after we search, then we can go for add a document here. Go to task list here. We already know that in person management we'll find absences module, payroll module, compensation, and global HR. Personal and employment means this is global HR. Here we can find document of records. Go to document of records. Now here we can go for add document of records. Now we have to choose the document type. Choose the document type. The moment whenever we choose this document type, automatically the document attributes will be populated here. Document attributes will be populated. We can see that 5 attributes we made mandatory. While creating this document type, we mentioned name is mandatory, number, from date and to date, and issuing country. Remaining all fields are optional. All attributes are optional. Okay. So these are mandatory. So I'm going to mention that employment agreement number 1. I'm going to say that it's from January 1st, and the agreement is till 31st. This it is issued on January 1st, let's say. And it's valid in India. So issuing location, issuing authority. In case if required, any additional fields are required, DF, descriptive flux field, we are supposed to. And we said at least one attachment is required. Otherwise, what happened if you try to submit the document from here? Here we can see the attachments. Attachments are going to be required. Drag files here or click to add an attachments. For the document type RTL, domestic agreement, you must upload the following minimum number of attachments. At least one document is mandatory. So let's say some document I'm trying to attach. There is some PDF document I'm trying to update. And we can find automatically category and subcategory description, whatever we have mentioned at the time of creating the document will be populated. These are additional fields, and we made some of the attributes mandatory. In case if need more than that, we are supposed to configure a descriptive flex field over there, then it's going to be specified. See, it's not going to allow us to go for making any changes in the document. We can just view more details, but we will not be able to make changes because we have restricted on update and delete. Okay, so that's the reason it won't. Here we can find the document details here, and we can go for download it, but we'll not be able to upload it here. It is. You can view the document also here. This is just sample document I have updated. That's fine. This is HR specialist who is going to add the document of record. For example, employee has joined in the organization. He has got access to the application. Now employee wants to upload this document self, like self-service HR. For that, make sure that employee should have a user account and access for the role called employee role, basic employee role, that is sufficient. Go to user account. I'm just checking the user account has been generated or not. A user account is active. This is the username. Take this username. We don't know the password. We need to reset the password. By default, one role is already assigned. By default, one role is already assigned, right? So obviously we can go for use this particular role here. So let's go for security console. We have to go for security console and update the password. Go to navigator. Let's go to search for our username mp1.mp1. Reset the password. Now employee himself can log into the applications and he can go for update his document of records over here. It is. Let's log into the applications here. Since we have assigned employee role, you'll be able to access here me, go to personal information. Go down. Here employee can go for upload document of records. We know that employee role will have the information of personal details, contact information, family and emergency, additional personal information. Mainly we'll be looking at here employment information because here only we can check who is our manager, line manager, project manager, delivery manager, and also we'll find the BU, which business unit we are associated, all employment details, and this is identification. And here is document of records we can find here. While creating the document type, we mentioned that multiple occurrences are allowed. That's why it will allow you to upload another document. Select this. And it is going to allow us to go for multiple documents. Let me take this here. It is domestic client agreement. It's going to be happening from 2023 January 1st until 12th 31st. They're showing in India. It's Bangalore location. For update the document. Multiple occurrences allowed we specified. I'm just mentioning a document here. Go for submit. So this is how we can go for create a document of records and then how we can go for upload this document of records into the applications. So whenever the organizations wanted to maintain the employee records on electronic, then it's going to be used. Then it's going to be specified here. All the information, like whatever the documents employee related is there, that they can go for update into the applications. Okay. Thank you.